One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Gamecocks offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them.
Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick completion to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arkansas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground, he's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McLeod. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's got him. On the move is the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
This time they'll go to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over UAB. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He turns that loose down the right side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play on a defensive end.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution.
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fella. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Catch in the middle. It's Rousseau. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 30. They can't stop the clock.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him.
All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's McLeod. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half,
and the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Power football with the run. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's McLeod. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They're going to run it. Can't get him to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Snagged out of the air. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Finds the tight end. Turning on the Jets. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Catch in the middle, it's Rasmussen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Fans are bringing the noise on first and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Gamecocks.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Gets it out fast. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's got the back in the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football in the perimeter.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Finds his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up by 28 over Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Looking to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So
he lets one fly deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Touchdown, South Carolina! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up the throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Off play action. Under fire. He's got it in the end zone, and the game is tied. An extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, you can't do it better than that, guys. Getting the touchdown with just seconds to go. The extra point will now give them the lead. Maybe time for a kickoff and one more play. They can just hang on for two more plays after this extra point. They're going to win this game.
A huge point after this for the lead. And it's good. They're on top, and they'll try to hang on in the waning seconds. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop.